What is up, guys, and welcome to another full series review. And as I said in my Attack on Titan No Regrets review, I'm going to be reviewing the 2-in-1 volume of All You Need Is Kill. So this is released by Viz Media and it's part of the Shonen Jump Advanced line. It costs £10, 14 US, or 15 US dollars and 17 Canadian dollars. I think that's the money in Canada, I'm not sure. I obviously live in the UK, so I bought this for £9.99 or £10. This is the two original Japanese volumes, just put into one all-in-one omnibus volume. This is based off the light novel All You Need Is Kill, obviously the original story by this guy here, so that's the basis of this. And it's obviously, the art is obviously by Takeshi Obata, obviously someone that's done work on Platinum End, Death Note and Bakuman. And that's pretty much it. That's how you pick it up. This is the only edition you can pick it up for if you want to buy it in English. So let's get straight into it. Now, unlike the Attack on Titan No Regrets review, the artwork in here is fantastic. Like, I don't think anyone won't be happy with it. But the Attack on Titan No Regrets review is very subjective. If you like Attack on Titan artwork, you'd like that. This is just, I mean, if you really want to be nitpicky, you might not like it. But this is pretty realistic artwork. And I'm been reading Death Note right now. I'd say that this is actually better than the art in Death Note, but then again, there is more action scenes in here, so there's kind of a need for better artwork during the action scenes than there is in Death Note. But I think this is the best Obata artwork I've seen so far, but I haven't got two of the 3 series that he's released with Oba. But so yeah, the artwork in here is fantastic. I don't think anyone will dislike it. Takeshi Obata is one of the best manga artists there is, and the art in here just completely proves that. The next kind of positive thing I'd say about the story is obviously it's based on the light novel, so this isn't just a completely new thing that Obata thought up, but the concept and the idea of this is very unique. It's not really something you see a lot. I mean, it's definitely something that's been done before, but I think this does it really well, of the fact that he keeps dying, keeps waking up. It is done very well. The way it's gone about, he writes the number in his hand so he can remember, and obviously it's just kind of our main character progressing through the stages of dying, waking up, not knowing what's going on, and then obviously eventually after a few deaths he grasps the idea of what's happening. And I think that's pretty well done, pretty unique idea that's captured well in manga format. I haven't read the light novel, so I don't know if it's also as well put across in that. There's also the Hollywood movie Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise, which is based off the light novel as well, but again is quite similar to this. It has a different ending though that I have seen. But yeah, but that's kind of where the amazingness or what's pretty good about the series kind of stops. Character-wise, the main characters are reasonably forgettable. For the most part, it's this guy. I don't really know how to say his name. It says it up there, but I'm not really sure how to say it. And then she comes in later on in the series. Well, you know her from the beginning, but you don't exactly know her part in the story from the beginning. And I think when she's introduced, it's pretty cool. She's a decent character, but like I said, every single character in this is reasonably forgettable. There aren't any really standout characters within this story. They're all reasonably uninteresting. Where the story loses me is kind of halfway through. Well, not really halfway through. I'd say closer towards the end, around here, chapter 12. This is kind of where I'm lost at the story. It's teasing up until this point, then you find out she's also going through the same cycle and things just get a bit weird. I'm also not a massive fan of the ending where she ends up killing her so he can get out of the loop. It's a bit weird the way it ends. I'm not really, like I said, massive fan of it. I mean, each their own. I guess some people in most cases people enjoy the ending, so I guess I might just be part of a small minority of people that don't enjoy the ending of the story. I mean, it's not awful, but I'd prefer it to be a bit different. I prefer the ending in the movie actually, as opposed to this. But the action scenes in this is definitely probably the best part of it, and something that's done really well as well. That obviously helps with the fact that it's amazing artwork, but the way that they've just put words on a page and managed to get this kind of feel in the action scenes is very interesting. Obviously, knowing your character can just die and come back to life takes away a portion of suspense from the action scenes, obviously, because you know, oh, he'll just die and come back. But looking at the action scenes themselves are very interesting and very enjoyable. But I'd recommend the series to people who are just looking for a nice all-in-one volume to buy. I got this very early into collecting manga, and I did enjoy it when I read it the first time. The second time, I kind of saw a few more holes within the story that I didn't really see the first time. But it's still something I definitely enjoyed. The art is amazing. The characters are decent but kind of forgettable. I guess our main character is probably the best character in the story, which is what it is like in most cases, but even he isn't the best protagonist I've seen. Obviously, being a 2-volume series, the room for character progression is limited, and the characters kind of just stay how they are from the beginning, with slight differences. Obviously, him learning about what's actually happening changes his character slightly, but he's pretty similar to how he is at the beginning. So artwork decent, characters okay, storyline good until towards the end, and the ending I'm personally not a fan of. But again, that's kind of each to their own. You can view it how you'd like. So I'd recommend this, like I said, to people who are, if you like Obata artwork, you'll definitely like this. It's absolutely amazing. So if you like Death Note, it's not really got a very similar story, but it's very good in terms of artwork. And as like I said, I believe this is Obata's probably best art. So yeah, if you're a fan of Death Note, not that the storyline is similar, but the art is something you're used to, so it'd be nice getting into this. I read this before Death Note, so I guess I was used to the art for Death Note when I got into that. So yeah, I wouldn't say this is, I think anyone would enjoy this if you're a fan of it, shonen manga. I think you definitely enjoy this if you are, and just try not to pay too much mind to the bizarre elements of the story. But other than that, I'd definitely recommend it to anyone pretty much. Although I'm not saying it's the best manga I've ever read, because it's definitely not. And obviously, like I said at the end of the video, I'll always tell you which series I'll be reviewing next, and it's about damn time that I review what is at the moment my favourite manga, and that's going to be me reviewing part 1 of Naruto, which is obviously volumes 1 to 27. That's probably going to be a longer review, firstly because it's a long series, and also because I have a lot to talk about, a lot of positive things to talk about, and maybe a few negative things to talk about when it comes to the series. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video in particular. Have a fantastic day, and peace.